CBS.
One that you adore and love is all that I can give to you.
It's hard to find the right wireless plan at a store that specializes in everything. But Car Toys' specialty is wireless, with more deals than any other store. And now, only Car Toys gives you the Let's Talk America package. Get a free voice-activated Motorola phone after an instant $100 Car Toys rebate. And now get free long distance with 500 voice stream whenever minutes and unlimited weekend minutes for just $39.99 a month. Don't miss Car Toys' pre-Thanksgiving wireless sale.
Car Toys. Better way to go.
Watch Ed Whalen Sports on KOIN 6 News.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mary Hart.
And for Bob Goen, I'm Mark Steinis, and this is Entertainment Tonight for Monday, October 29th, 2001.
I forgot how great it is to live in this country.
Brad Pitt, Robert Redford.
We're not going to be the same.
Two big stars together on E.T. How the tragedy of September 11th forced them to change their new movie.
Well, there was one bombing scene. A lot of that was peeled back.
Why John Travolta is behind the controls of an Air Force C-130 simulator. Plus, Nicolas Cage and a very blonde Lisa Marie out in Hollywood.
A Star Trek star's battle with the bottle in the Entertainment Tonight cover story.
I started drinking regularly, ritually, during probably the second year or third year of our series. Before I knew it, I was drinking more and more.
Spock sits down with co-star and friend William Shatner to talk about his addiction to alcohol.
I'd be drinking midday and end up passing out.
Ray Romano's sex tape.
My first sex injury.
We're on the set for an Everybody Loves Raymond exclusive as Doris Robert reads a letter from a fan about the September 11th attacks.
Oprah's Dr. Phil, his latest therapy session, and what brought this man to tears.
It would be everything.
Baby Pictures will reveal the celebrity parents to this newborn just hours old and the primetime star who's mother to this baby boy.
This is Entertainment Tonight, the most watched entertainment news program in the world.
Brad Pitt watched the events of September 11th unfold in horror. Not only was he personally affected, but it also forced changes in his new CIA thriller Spy Game. Tonight, the star talks about what happened in the ET interview with Jan Carl.
How do you feel you're different or your life is different? How do you feel different?
I forgot how great it is to live in this country, to have our freedom. So I'm dead serious. I was painfully reminded after those events, as I think our nation was, the liberties we have, the opportunities we have, the freedom we have.
Brad's hope is that the country will remain united, even as more time passes from September 11th.
This thing's been the great equalizer, you know. Whatever our occupations is, we're all now citizens. And to see religions embrace other religions, to see political interest embrace other political interests. That's what the country was founded on, and that I'm reminded of, and that I hope we stay on that course.
It's a fairly good guess that we're not going to be the same afterwards. How or what, I don't know yet. And the shock to the system, the shock to our belief system was so great, things were never the same afterwards.
Pitt and Redford both spoke out about the effects of the tragedy, but their new movie Spy Game was also affected. The film, which opens November 21st, contains a sequence in which a car bomb is used to assassinate an Arab terrorist. A scene director Tony Scott went back and toned down after the attacks.
So there were scenes in this movie that you went back and altered and changed because of the sensitivity after September 11th?
Yeah, there's only one scene.
Just the one, with the building collapsing?
With the building collapsing. Well, there was one bombing scene, I'm sure you saw, an explosion scene, and became superfluous in today's landscape. So a lot of that was peeled back.
Brad was one of the first stars to enlist his aid to help rebuild the nation. He answered telephones during the America, a Tribute to Heroes telethon.
What did people say on the phone?
It was just human talking to human, and I'm sharing thoughts on the subject. I'm a mother whose son was in the military, a kid was in the military. It meant a lot to me, really did.
But despite his somber, reflective demeanor for the country, Brad assured me that his charm is still very much intact.
I'm very thankful to be here, yeah.
I'm gonna cry. Yeah, it's...
It's true. And to see... I'll go on. Well, if you're crying, let me go on. Let me give you a little more here.
Brad told me he realizes the sensitive nature of releasing a movie like Spy Game now, but he says the reason he doesn't have any problem with it is that he believes the film will stimulate audiences to ask a lot of questions. Mary, Mark?
All right,
Looking
thanks,
forward
man.
to it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, last week we showed you how John Travolta helped boost the morale of our troops in Georgia. Well, now, E.T. shows you how the military gave a little something back to the star by letting him take control of one of their flight simulators.
What an awesome simulator. Look at this.
The C-130 simulator at Dobbins Air Force Base in Atlanta trains the military to fly these transport planes that are currently being used in the war.
How far out is this visual good for?
100 miles.
Really? They invited me to fly. I'd never flown it, and I just hopped in the left seat and just took off. So, you know, I fly a big plane, a 707, but this is big. The C-130 has big props, 4 props, and it's a little different to fly, but I got the hang of it pretty quickly, and it was fun.
The veteran pilot told me he flew over the Twin Towers just 2 days before the tragedy. He was asked by the rescue workers to visit Ground Zero.
I went down, I spent the day and met about 600 firemen and policemen collectively, and took photographs, talked to their wives on the cell phones, and
True heroes.
True heroes, and it's like it's my job to acknowledge them, and I'm touched by their willingness to do that for us.
John was joined by his domestic disturbance co-star Vince Vaughn, who was surprised by what he saw.
The beauty that was within all the destruction, the camaraderie they had, the point of view that they have, all the stuff that kids sent from different schools from around the country, like plan drawings and stuff that are all up and around the site. There's so much beauty there as well.
Terry Polo, who's also in the thriller, which opens Friday, revealed that in the wake of the tragedy, she and her husband have decided to start a family, though she's not pregnant yet.
What better way to change the world and make the world a happier place and to help solve these problems that are happening than to bring a child into the world that will perhaps make the world a better place.
And the stars sent their best wishes to our troops.
Thank you so much for your dedication, and our hearts and prayers are with you.
It's a really extraordinary, selfless thing that you people are doing, and God bless you and thank you.
Travolta told me that he was so touched by the heroic efforts associated with the September 11th tragedies that he also made a point to visit firefighters in San Francisco and Dallas.
Coming up in the Entertainment Tonight cover story.
The secret drinking binges of a Star Trek star.
I'd go to bed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and sleep through the next day. Miss a party in my own home.
Nicolas Cage's night out with a newly platinum blonde Lisa Marie.
Whoa!
Sex turns dangerous for Everybody Loves Raymond.
Sorry. Thought I had a little more bed up there.
2 celebrity babies. Who are the parents to this 5.5-pound newborn and the TV star mom of this little boy?
That's coming up in the E.T. Insider.
It's Sears Portrait Studios holiday sale. Choose your favorite poses and sizes, featuring our new holiday backgrounds and props. Only $6.99 a sheet. Hurry in to Sears Portrait Studios holiday sale.
Hey, what's with the cap? You got a Little League game today or something? Nah, I'm just used to it. You know, a lot of people aren't crazy about their hair. They got different ways of dealing with it, especially if you got flakes. Here's how I deal with it. I tell them use this whole new Head & Shoulders. It goes directly to the scalp to help stop flakes before they even start. So you end up looking like you were born with a great head of hair. Now, who'd want to cover that up? Oh, forgot your hat. No, thanks.
New Head & Shoulders shampoo. Unbeatable daily dandruff protection. Unbelievably beautiful hair.
For firmer, more beautiful skin, new Neutrogena Visibly Firm Makeup with active copper replenishes copper, a natural collagen-building mineral essential for firm skin. With natural-looking coverage, it's a beautiful way to firmer skin. Visibly Firm Makeup. Beautiful, beneficial. Neutrogena.
Remember when local TV stations focused on local people? We remember. KOIN 6 News presents Northwest Illustrated, local stories about local people from local angles. Watch Northwest Illustrated every Sunday at 5:30 on KOIN TV 6.
I had my first cigarette when I was 13. When I found out how bad it was, I tried to quit. But I couldn't. Believe me, I wish I could.
It takes the right tools to get the right results. That's why in Oregon, there are many different tools to manage our many kinds of forests. Landowners choose from different harvest methods, depending on their goals and forest sites. This mix of goals and tools contributes to forests of many different ages. That's good for wildlife and provides all kinds of other benefits. Oregon's forests are diverse, and so are the tools we use to manage them. See for yourself. Rediscover Oregon's forests.
CBS Tuesday. See why The Guardian is the season's most watched new drama. Attorney Nick Fallon's newest client has a secret.
You gotta tell me the truth.
That could destroy him.
Maybe I could talk to police about us.
The Guardian. All new CBS Tuesday.
At Tough Shed, we want you to compare the difference of our storage buildings and garages, and you'll know why Tough Shed is #1 with the industry's only 7-year warranty. Tough Shed's double-wide carports now available at $19.99 installed. Standard 10x12 ranch installed as low as $17.15, and 20x20 two-car garages as low as $82.50. Tough Shed at 68th and I-84. Call 288-TOUGH. That's 288-TUFF.
Ah, it's great to be home.
You're not at home, Terry.
With MSN, I'm home wherever I go. It lets me stay in contact from most anywhere. Hey, Howie. And comparison shop. Hey, Howie. Discover new music. Hey, Howie. And manage my finances. Hey, Howie.
MSN makes the web more useful. Come to Radio Shack and get a $200 MSN instant rebate good towards anything in the store, including compact computers.
But what I love most is instant messaging with friends.
Yeah, technology's making your life easier.
At Radio Shack.
Where is home?
K-Pax.
K-Pax?
Kevin Spacey and Jeff Bridges were out of this world at the box office this weekend. The debut of K-Pax landed more than $17 million to make it #1. 13 Ghosts scared up nearly $16 million to finish second, while Johnny Depp's From Hell came in third with a little more than $6 million.
Oscar winner Nicolas Cage arrived hand-in-hand with the blonde Lisa Marie Presley. The star was honored with the 16th American Cinematheque Award in a gala that had been delayed due to the terrorist attacks. Lisa Marie's new platinum hairdo seemed inspired by the 1940s. She accompanied her beau, who was being saluted for his versatile acting career.
I'm very excited. Yeah, a little nervous, excited, touched.
Cage's close friends Samuel L. Jackson and Jim Carrey took part in the tribute, which will air next year on TNT.
I was behind him when he got the Oscar. I was sitting behind him, and it was kind of one of the best days of my life. I loved it.
Performers shouldn't be cancelling events. They should be going out there and going to New York and going everywhere and not cancelling tours. It's our job to go out and entertain people in times like this.
In Las Vegas, Sir Elton received a Lifetime Achievement honor at the Radio Music Awards, presented to him by his friend Robert Downey Jr.
I'm just glad that he's doing so well. He's doing really, really well. And that makes me happy more than any award that I could possibly receive, is to see Robert in such good form.
On the minds of many of the stars were our troops fighting overseas.
You guys be safe. God bless you. Let love rule.
I appreciate so much what you guys are doing. Oh, I'm getting sad now. Thank you.
Peace be with you. Come home soon. Have a big party when you get back.
In New York, legendary newsman Walter Cronkite was the guest conductor of the New York Pops Orchestra at Carnegie Hall. Cronkite told Entertainment Tonight he will give the opening speech at the November 4th Emmy Awards.
Well, I'm going to be in Toronto. I've got a speech to make there that night, and they're kindly setting up a satellite feed so that I can do the little speech that they asked me to do originally.
And today at Good Morning America, E.T. was backstage with some brave female rescue workers. They're also featured in the November issue of Sports Illustrated for Women on newsstands now. Each one participated in saving lives on September 11th.
To see that type of devastation and the pain, and no matter how you try to help, you can't take that away. You can't take it away.
I knew that I stood in the presence of the spirit of the bravest, most courageous public servants in America, and that it was the greatest honor that I believe I will ever serve.
I was was in New York over the weekend, and in spite of so much sadness, the spirit of the city is alive and starting to thrive again. Now, this weekend, stars like Barbara Walters and Richard Dreyfuss will be appearing on TV Land Loves New York. The 2 days of special programming is an effort to help boost tourism in the city.
Next in the ET Insider.
The story behind Dr. Phil and how he helped this man in tears.
I believe in you and I'm proud of who you are.
William Shatner remembers his late wife who drowned in the family pool.
I married her knowing that she had a drinking problem and I loved her.
Moving on as his Star Trek co-star confronts his own battle with the disease in the ET cover story.
And by 11, I'd be on with beer, and by 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, onto liquor.
And it's sex, lies, and medical tape on Everybody Loves Raymond. Only we can show you what's in store.
My wife and I would never have that kind of sex.
That's next on Entertainment Tonight.
Before I quit smoking, I asked my doctor, is Nicorette safe? And he said, of course Nicorette is safe. Smoking is not. Nicorette has been proven safe and effective in dozens of clinical trials. And Nicorette offers the Committed Quitter Support Program, which my doc said is clinically proven to increase my chances of success by up to 50%. And when he told me that only Nicorette comes in mint and orange, I knew that that was the right choice for me. So I took my doctor's advice, and you know what? It worked.
You can do it. Nicorette can help. Next Extra, the Radio Music Awards. Only extras cameras are allowed backstage. Exclusive behind the scenes. Then Third Watch, their final salute to New York firefighters on the set for the emotional taping. Next Extra. Tonight at 7:30 on Coin TV 6.
There's one brand of truck strong enough to carry the American spirit. Chevrolet. And right now, get 0% financing on every new truck we build. Silverado, Tahoe, Suburban, Trailblazer. The trucks behind a country that never quits. And you can own one, interest-free. Keep America rolling. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Well, boys, someday, all this will be yours.
Come on, Dad, it's just beans.
Just beans? These are Bush's beans, tender and flavorful. We select just the right pintos, the right kidney beans to bear our name, so kids like you can enjoy the best beans possible. Oh, boys, it isn't just beans.
Huh?
Never mind.
Kids. No one cares more about great-tasting beans than Bush's.
Severe weather, and you, Old Man Winter, is once again blustering through the Northwest. Why, what's this? Young Billy has the day off from school, thanks to Mother Nature. But how did his mom know that school was closed? Because Sweeney said so. Billy's mom knows that the experience of Dave Sweeney and the Coin 6 OMSI Storm Team will tell her everything she needs to know. But how long will the storm last? And are the roads safe for travel? Thanks to Dave Sweeney and the Coin 6 OMSI Storm Team, families throughout the Northwest know just what to expect. Dave Sweeney and the Coin 6 OMSI Storm Team, your best defense against winter weather.
You are amazing. Is there anything you can't do?
Your baby's growing quickly. So it's no wonder that by the time he's 4 months, his calcium needs increase more than 50%. That's why there's Carnation Follow-Up, the formula with the extra calcium active babies need. Extra calcium for amazing babies like yours. Plus everyday savings. Carnation Follow-Up for Nestle, also in soy.
Ray Romano and Patricia Heaton turn up the flame in the bedroom for their sitcom Everybody Loves Raymond. And only E.T. is on the set to talk to the star about all the rough stuff.
Whoa!
Sorry. Thought I had a little more bed up there.
On tonight's episode, Ray and Deborah get more than they bargained for when they injure themselves during a passionate tryst.
I think I better put some ice on it.
Well, you know, my wrist hurts, but you know what they say, you should get right back up on the horse.
I'm getting ice.
Well, but the horse! My first sex injury.
Though he's happy to tell the sexy truth to his buddies, Ray's not willing to share the tale with his father.
How'd that happen?
I make up a story about the stairs being broken.
So he takes it upon himself to fix the stairs.
Of course, the lie leads to more trouble, though this is one storyline that Ray says was not ripped from his real life.
No, there's two things. My wife and I would never have that kind of sex, and my father would never fix our stairs.
While the show has been a hit for years, ratings have never been higher. Doris Roberts believes the reason is summed up in a letter she received from a fan shortly after the terrorist attacks.
What's important, I thought, was with all the terrible tragedies that have been unfolding in front of our eyes this past week, we need a reprieve and some laughter. Thanks for providing such a fun escape each week.
How nice and how true. Ray will definitely be attending the twice-postponed Emmy Awards this Sunday, and the star told us he's just happy the Emmys weren't scheduled for 2 weeks later because he'd already committed to taking his daughter to a Britney Spears concert in Las Vegas.
Together, Leonard Nimoy and William Shatner made television history in the adventures of Star Trek. Well, now, more than 3 decades later, the stars reveal that they each suffered from different but equally devastating effects of alcoholism. It is our Entertainment Tonight cover story.
I started drinking regularly, ritually, during probably the 2nd year or 3rd year of our series.
Behind Spock's signature icy cool demeanor, Nimoy hid an addiction to alcohol that began to take control of his life even while he was on the set of Star Trek.
My secretary was in the habit of bringing me a drink in a paper cup. And I'd call her at about 6 o'clock. I said, we'll be finished in 10 minutes. And she would know that means be down here with a paper cup with a drink. And the minute we finished the last shot, I would have a drink. And then it became a series of drinks. And little by little, before I knew it, I was drinking more and more because my addictive personality was taking over.
For the first time, Nimoy talks about his problem with his longtime friend and co-star Shatner. Alcohol had at first served as a release from the frantic pace and the enormous pressure the actor felt during Star Trek's long shooting days. But a glass or two of wine after work turned into binge drinking, and weekends became a drunken blur.
I'd be drinking midday on a Saturday or Sunday and end up passing out in bed. I'd go to bed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and sleep through the next day. Miss a party in my own home, that kind of thing. People coming, and I'd be out. I'd promised myself, no, this weekend that's not going to happen. This weekend, I won't do more than have a beer or two on Saturday, maybe, and not earlier than 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And by 11, I'd be on the beer, and by 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, onto liquor, and pass out again. And then I realized that I had a serious problem.
Alcoholism has also affected Shatner. His late wife, Noreen, who drowned in the couple's pool in 1999, also suffered from the disease.
I remember you telling me, as we were seated something like this, when I said I was going to get married, you said, but she's an alcoholic. And I said I loved her. And so I married her, knowing that she had a drinking problem, but not totally understanding that. Never understanding the pain that she had. I only had the insight into what she must have been feeling when the pain of her death overwhelmed me.
The remarkably candid conversation is the cornerstone of Mind Meld, Secrets Behind the Voyage of a Lifetime. It's a new video DVD due in stores November 6th, but now available on WilliamShatner.com. The pair reflect on many of their personal and professional ups and downs during the past 3.5 decades.
Our lives have followed very similar patterns in our marriages, our children, our financial circumstances, our emotional circumstances, our careers. We're in lockstep, but 2 different personalities.
No way anybody could predict this journey, this long, this 35-year relationship. It's impossible. You're my best friend.
Nimoy reveals that those pressures of filming the Star Trek series also forced him into therapy. Tomorrow on E.T., Gwyneth Paltrow's depression.
Actually, I've been sort of depressed and kind of not myself since it's all happened.
Gwyneth shares her feelings about living just a mile from the World Trade Center devastation.
It's been very, very hard.
And how she says a photographer fooled her into posing naked for this magazine.
I was tricked by a French photographer.
A JAG salute.
You are my heroes.
We have the exclusive on the set with the stars as they reveal whether David James Elliott will be booted from the military. And a Sex and the City star takes to the sky. Why she jumped out of a plane at 10,000 feet and why she kept it a secret from her co-stars. That's tomorrow.
And we'll be right back with the ET Insider on a star couple's new baby, plus a practice star and her baby's first Halloween costume, as well as Dr. Phil.
Who is the youngest Best Actor winner in Academy Awards history? Is it Tom Hanks, Richard Dreyfuss, or Robert De Niro? Your answer's next in the ET Birthdays. Closed captioning provided by...
Brake sales don't come any bigger. Get 50% off lifetime brake pads and shoes at Meineke.
At Meineke, you won't pay a lot, but you'll get a lot.
Introducing the new MSN from Microsoft. More useful, more advanced, and a great alternative to AOL. MSN, more useful every day.
This year, even McDonald's is celebrating German heritage by bringing you a truly wonderful German trio. Oops, my fault. With the tastes of Germany, part of the new taste menu. Try the Bratwurst, the Frankfurter, or the Von Munster Burger. 3 delightful German tastes, sure to make everybody smile. Oops, I'll just...
Ihr Lächeln ist für uns das Schönste.
I think that went pretty well.
Plan a good enough getaway, you could steal Ebbets Field. Ebbets Field's gone. What'd I tell you?
Go, go, go. Heist strikes gold. A web of intrigue, betrayal, and deception. More twists than a bag of pretzels.
I'm gonna stand this thing on his head.
Hackman is terrific. He steals the show. 3.5 stars. Exhilarating. The cast is brilliant. Gene Hackman, Danny DeVito, in a film by David Mamet. Heist, rated R. Starts November 9th at a theater near you.
They run out again?
Your Ford store wants to drive America with absolutely no interest loans on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. For the first time ever, pay no interest for the life of your loan on Ford vehicles. That's interest-free financing on cars like Focus and Taurus, trucks like Ranger and F-Series, and no interest on Ford SUVs. Interest-free financing from your Northwest Ford store to help drive America.
Rembrandt Plus with dental peroxide delivers sensational whitening every time you brush. Up to 5 full shades whiter. You only need a toothbrush. And Rembrandt Plus.
Mint Assure for instant fresh breath. From the creators of Breath Assure.
Celebrating an ET birthday today, Gabrielle Union turns 28. Tracy Ellis Ross is 29. Winona Ryder is 30. Jolie Fisher is 34.
And who is the youngest Best Actor winner in Academy Awards history? That's the Goodbye Girls' Richard Dreyfuss. He was 29 then. Today, he's 54.
But you feel like if he was here, and he could tell you, Lamont, I believe in you, son, it would mean everything.
Dr. Phil comes to the aid of a man coping with the molestation he suffered as a child and his troubled relationship with his father in The Insider's exclusive look at the Doctor's Ultimate Challenge 3, airing tomorrow on Oprah. The Insider congratulates newlyweds and new parents Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf, who welcomed son Jaden Gill into the world yesterday. Born 3 weeks prematurely in Las Vegas, he weighed in at 5 pounds and 7 ounces.
It's my little guy's first Halloween.
And in other baby news, Cameron Manheim and son Milo were in Los Angeles over the weekend at the 8th annual Dream Halloween fundraiser for the children affected by AIDS Foundation. And our Mark Steinis rates dates and learns a thing or two about his own relationship with his wife, Leanza Cornett, when the two guest on Wednesday's edition of Rendezvous.
I learned that I'm still always right.
And you don't have time for a rebuttal.
Listen, don't miss tomorrow's show because we have the exclusive scenes from Jim Carrey's highly anticipated new movie, The Majestic.
Of course, that's another E.T. first. But we're going to leave you tonight with the stars and their families at the Hollywood premiere of Monsters Incorporated. Enjoy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Right, know that.
Feel it, Bird. You call yourself a monster? Scary feet, scary feet, scary feet. Look, the kids away.
I was one of those keep the lights on in the hallway, which stopped about 2 weeks ago. So I'm doing better. I'm doing a lot better.
CBS Tonight. You'll never guess what drove this 3-year-old out in the middle of the night.
What are you doing out here all by yourself?
I want to go home.
But the real mystery is where she came from.
They won't turn over Carolyn without an investigation.
Brace yourself for an hour of television you'll never forget.
Have you been in there? No. Why? Is there a problem? Oh, yeah.
An all-new Family Law at 10, 9 Central, CBS Tonight.
There's a place where people smile big, eat good, and always score a sweet deal. It's got to be Applebee's. What makes a honey of a deal? Our amazing new honey pepper sauce. It makes honey grilled chicken and honey pepper steak a taste of honey heaven. Throw in our famous riblets, now honey barbecue style, and you'll know why. It's got to be Applebee's. Eating good, honey, honey, oh yeah. In the neighborhood.
Like every Subaru, the Forester comes with all-wheel drive standard. The Ford Escape doesn't. The Forester comes with ABS standard. The Escape doesn't. And in independent crash tests, the Forester received the highest rating. The Escape was rated simply marginal. Nice car.
What do I look like? A dummy?
Subaru Forester, a smarter way to build an SUV.
Now you can get an APR as low as 2.9% on all 2002 Forester models.
Hi, we're Mike and Amy in the morning.
With more free birthday money from 99.5 KWJJ.
This Thursday morning, you could win $10,000 if your birthday matches the one in this envelope.
And it's so very easy. Just put your radio on KWJJ.
That's 99.5 FM.
Listen 7:20 Thursday morning for your chance to win. Here, hold this for a second. $10,000.
Somebody's going to win 10 grand Thursday morning at 7:20 on 99.5 KWJJ.
Couldn't we give away something lighter?
Sure, how about a t-shirt?
Oh!
You can plan ahead because Sweeney said so. Weeknights on KOIN 6 News.
An exclusive interview with the Afghan freedom fighter before he was executed by the Taliban.
The other important thing is revenge.
A chilling first-hand account of why this war is so hard to win. A new warning about the next wave of diseases that can be turned into weapons of mass destruction.
It's contagious, it's very lethal.
Third Watch, their final salute to New York firefighters. We're on the set for the emotional taping. Ally McBeal has 2 hot new knockouts who are after her. We're ringside for your sneak peek. Elton John, Sugar Ray, Mariah.
I would have been a DJ had I not been a singer.
What our cameras caught backstage at the Radio Music Awards. In Depth with Shallow Hal's Gwyneth Paltrow.
You actually wore the fat suit out.
Plus, a sexy Halloween party at Hugh Hefner's mansion.
A man executed by Osama's henchmen leaves behind haunting words. I'm Lisa Gibbons, and Extra has obtained an exclusive interview with the hero who died fighting bin Laden. And as Doug Bruckner tells us, the loss is a huge setback for the Allied effort.
When he fought off the Soviets in Afghanistan, Abdul Haq was a self-made military genius.
First, when we started, there was no training at all.
Extras obtained this exclusive interview with Haq, who'd become America's hope against the Taliban. That is until Haq was executed last week.
Abdul Haq was an amazing character. He was a charismatic leader.
Martin Burke met Haq on a tour of Afghanistan in 1988 when he worked for Canadian television. He's since become a big Hollywood director, working with Sylvester Stallone on the new film Avenging Angelo.
And we cut.
But back when Burke shared a cave with rebel warriors, their weapons hanging over their heads, he remembers the extreme bravery of Abdul Haq.
He went inside Afghanistan and blew up a Soviet munitions dump in Kabul in 1987, I think it was. A risky thing that basically almost blew up the entire city.
When Burke met Haq, the stubborn warrior had just lost a foot to a landmine.
He was hobbling around, and he was in a lot of pain. But as he said in the interview we did with him, it's not going to stop me. I'm going to go back.
If someone wants to do something, you know, it's not only a question if you don't have one foot, even if you don't have both foot, you will go and fight.
The U.S. had hoped Haq could unify Afghanistan once the Taliban fell. The irony? He was killed by some of the very people the U.S. once backed against the Soviets.
There's a thing in espionage circles called blowback. You make a decision, you fund one group, but then years later you find that group is turned against you. That's what's happened here.
Now, the CIA is confirming that Abdul Haq contacted them by satellite phone in the hours after he was surrounded by Taliban troops. But before they could carry out a life-saving rescue, he had been executed. Before all the Taliban trouble, no American could have believed that our country would be fighting terrorist attacks and anthrax. But as Barry Nolan reports, the past attack could be the least of our worries.
As the death toll rises from anthrax, people are afraid of what could be next.
If they have anthrax, they might have something else.
There's actually a whole variety of biological weapons out there.
Gary Ackerman of the Monterey Institute is an expert on weapons of mass destruction. He says inhaling diseases like the plague, botulism, or Ebola could quickly infect and kill. Ackerman believes the plague is our next threat.
It's contagious, it's very lethal. There's an outbreak at the moment in Africa, and it would not be sort of infeasible for somebody to get hold of a sample of plague.
Victims develop fever, headaches, and severe coughing. Antibiotics are available, but without treatment, there's a 90% chance you'll die. Botulism, a deadly form of food poisoning, is the most poisonous substance known to man.
A very small amount is necessary to kill a person.
It causes paralysis and breathing stops immediately. It's not contagious, but an antitoxin must be given quickly. Hemorrhagic fevers like Ebola are contagious and there's no cure. Victims bleed, go into shock, and die. These diseases are not the only threats we have to worry about. Experts say that chemical weapons could be much worse.
If terrorists actually want to cause a lot of casualties, they would most likely use a chemical attack.
Some of the most deadly nerve gases like Soman, Tabun, and sarin. In 1995, a Japanese terrorist cult released sarin into a Tokyo subway, killing 12 people, injuring more than 5,000. Inhaling nerve gas destroys the nervous system. Symptoms include muscle spasms, nausea, vomiting, confusion, and convulsion.
People stop breathing and they die very quickly unless you get an antidote.
No one knows if the next attack will be biological or chemical, but the threat is very real.
Terrorists are capable of causing hundreds or even low thousands of casualties, something along the lines of what occurred at the World Trade Center.
Strong words of warning. Strong emotions at Ground Zero. That's where thousands gathered to honor the friends and family members who died on September 11th. After the ceremony, victims' relatives were given urns filled with soil from the scene of the disaster. A New York-based TV drama will spend an hour honoring the city's rescuers tonight. It's a special episode of Third Watch that looks at life and death after America's most infamous day. For the men and women of NBC's hit show Third Watch, every episode is a tribute to New York police, firefighters, and paramedics. But tonight's show, the third and final in a series dealing with the World Trade Center attacks, holds special meaning.
We couldn't go on with the season without acknowledging what had happened to these people because their lives are never going to be the same.
Extra went behind the scenes for the taping of this salute to the heroes of September 11th.
Today is an episode that takes place, I think, 2 or 3 weeks later, and we're all dealing with the aftermath of the situation.
I feel like I haven't left this place in weeks, man.
It's because you haven't. While other shows are shying away from these tragic events, the cast and crew of Third Watch say tackling the terror is their duty.
For us to not address the situation and not play what these people have gone through, it would be a mistake because, you know, these people have suffered.
Tonight Show takes on the tough task of looking at how New York's reluctant new heroes are coping, from the backbreaking work at Ground Zero to the heart-aching search for lost brothers.
He's missing. We haven't found him yet.
Right. Sorry. I didn't.
No, I mean, I know there's not much hope, but you don't know him. He's strong.
While strength and courage are traits of all the Third Watch characters, everyone agrees. In this episode, the tiniest guest star steals the show.
We're actually delivering a baby in this scene. No matter how bad life is, I think when you deliver a baby, when you bring a baby into this world, it's just, it makes you feel good.
A famous episode from another series has been pulled for its storyline. The show is Seinfeld. Remember the one where George's fiancée dies after licking tainted wedding invitations? TV Guide Online reports the rerun was yanked after the anthrax scares. In Las Vegas, there was more than just neon lighting up the Strip. Music's biggest stars were there to collect a few awards and sing a few songs. So we sent Ryan Seacrest backstage for another Showbiz Insider report.
This rocks. We're in Las Vegas.
Sin City hit a high note Friday night, playing host to some of the hottest names and freshest faces at the 2001 Radio Music Awards, co-hosted by Christina Aguilera.
Music fans, get ready for another special treat.
Yes, Only Extra got a behind-the-scenes look at the live Rock Fest. Backstage at the 2001 Radio Music Awards with Sugar Ray. From NSYNC's Lance and Joey to Elton John and Mariah Carey.
And then a hero comes along.
Direct from accepting the award for Most Requested Artist, Mariah says she's still thrilled every time she catches her tunes on the radio.
I'm a fan of radio. I would have been a DJ had I not been a singer.
And all these chart-topping acts agreed #1 on their playlist is The Rocket Man.
Elton John.
Elton John.
Elton John is my man.
Elton was the man of the hour, taking home the Legend Award presented by Robert Downey Jr.
Hi. Well done. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The 3-hour telecast didn't go off without a hitch. Reportedly, a bomb threat was made during the show. It was a false alarm, but it did raise concerns stars have for their security since September 11th.
I think everyone's a little more conscious of everything.
So I try to take the tour bus everywhere I can.
I had to cancel a week's worth of shows after September 11th.
But singers like Nelly Furtado and Stevie Nicks believe music will continue to bring the country together.
It's important. Creativity heals the soul. My mother said, you are the USO right now. You are Rita Hayworth. You are out there taking people away for a minute. And if you can do that, Stevie, don't let them beat you. Thank you.
For a complete list of the Radio Music Award winners, just log on to extratv.com.
Next on Extra, Dennis Quaid's girlfriend gives us his reaction to her Playboy pictures.
He saw the magazine.
Plus, the movie role that gave Gwyneth Paltrow an eye-opening experience.
People treat you differently.
Completely.
You want lush, radiant hair color. Color that lasts. Color that loves your hair. Discover Advanced Formula Hydrians. Moisturizing color that saturates so deeply, your color stays true for 6 weeks. Hair drinks up every drop, so even resistant gray vanishes. 6 weeks of lush, radiant color. The new Hydrians from Clairol. A beauty all your own.
CBS Tuesday. See why The Guardian is the season's most watched new drama. Attorney Nick Fallon's newest client has a secret.
You gotta tell me the truth.
That could destroy him.
Maybe I could talk to the police about us.
The Guardian. All new CBS Tuesday.
Mom, Dad, we need to talk. I know college is going to be expensive, but the Oregon College Savings Plan can help. Your money will grow tax-free. Contributions are state tax deductible, and your withdrawals are tax-free too. We can use it for any college in the country, and it'll make you look real smart.
Invest in their dreams. Call now to learn more about the Oregon College Savings Plan.
Now, about my allowance.
Here's your chicken noodle soup and my Campbell's Select ready-to-serve chicken with egg noodles. Want some?
Thanks, I'll stick with this.
Afraid you'll like Campbell's Select?
Afraid? Does yours have oven-roasted chicken like mine?
Yep, and it now has all white meat. And
what?
there's 50% more than before.
Veggies, herbs, and spices?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, pass it over. Is there any more?
Yep,
Oh, you better get some for us all.
Give me my soup. Campbell Select, ready to serve. Good.
You want football?
We got football.
College football on Saturdays.
The NFL on Sunday.
And Coin 6 Sports takes you inside high school football with Inside the Six.
Ed Whalen and Scott Burridge are your sports team, only on Coin 6 News.
With starring roles in movies like Shakespeare in Love, The Talented Mr. Ripley, and A Perfect Murder, Gwyneth Paltrow has a reputation for doing films with depth. But Dana Devin reports her new movie has a shallow storyline, even though it's Paltrow's heaviest role yet.
It's Gwyneth Paltrow making her plus-size big screen debut as the hot and heavy girlfriend in Shallow Hal.
You see that little fox out there? You see that little number? I'm with her. All right? That's it.
It was so nice to get out of the corset and the accent and all of that and just to have some fun.
You will find my breast and buy me a boy's wig.
Out of the corset from Shakespeare in Love and into the fat suit. 200 pounds of foam latex and 4 hours of makeup transform the blonde beauty.
You actually wore the fat suit out. People treat you differently.
Completely.
Gwyneth wore the suit to a New York hotel bar where she says people completely ignored her, wouldn't even make eye contact.
I was very upset for all the people in this country and around the world who are heavy and who feel dismissed or disregarded.
Gwyneth's boyfriend is funny man Jack Black in his first leading role. As Hal, he's a totally shallow male trying to score perfect tens until he gets stuck in an elevator with the giant of self-help gurus, Tony Robbins.
I'm going to do you a great favor.
Really? And hypnotizes him to see only the inner beauty.
Devils, come out! Oh, heal!
And while Tony got inside my head, did this role make Jack an equal opportunity dater?
I've been with all shapes and sizes.
I know I'm going to see you with the Playboy Bunny.
Yeah, whatever. Playboy Bunny.
Yeah, but don't let him fool you. Look who he's kissing on screen.
Shallow Hal opens around the country November 9th.
It looks like, yeah.
John Travolta got the applause in Louisville, Texas, but it was local fire and rescue workers who got saluted by the star. Travolta stopped by the firehouse to congratulate the local heroes for their fundraising efforts on behalf of New York's victims.
This is the bomb.
Travolta's about to hit theaters with a new movie, and as Jerry Pinnacoli reports, the most starstruck people on the set were his co-stars.
I have never failed Danny ever, and I'm not going to fail him now.
He's a divorced father with a troubled 11-year-old son named Danny, whose mother marries a stranger with a shady past.
You really love your dad, don't you? What do you mean? How would you feel if something happened to him?
John Travolta's thrown into the middle of a domestic disturbance. Fresh from a summer of evil doing in Swordfish, this time, though, he's not the bad guy.
You got the wrong guy.
I like the idea of that it's a guess of what I would do next, and that it's a pleasant surprise always.
Suspense thriller Domestic Disturbance is filled with surprises and meaty roles for its cast. Terry Polo from the comedy smash Meet the Parents isn't Daddy's little girl anymore.
Frank? Get Danny out of the house. Do you hear me?
Showing a little bit of variety is always good. You get stuck doing the same thing, and then, you know, you're stuck.
Actor Vince Vaughn jumped at the chance to work with the talented Travolta.
When they would yell cut, sometimes I would sit there and be like, that's the guy from Grease.
I remember flying to Wilmington to start shooting, and I thought, wow, I'm doing a major motion picture with John Travolta, who's just such an American icon.
You touch so much as one hair on my son's head, and I swear as God is my witness, that'll be the last thing you ever do in this world.
Domestic Disturbance, twists and turns, and the Travolta touch.
Should be good. Look for Domestic Disturbance at theaters this Friday. You know, Hugh Hefner's parties are always full of famous names and infamous faces. But as Doug Bruckner tells us, at this weekend's Halloween party, the star of the night was Dennis Quaid's new girlfriend.
At the Playboy Mansion, celebrities and centerfolds got into the holiday spirit early this weekend.
Happy Halloween.
There was Lorenzo Lamas and Shauna Saint, Leanne Rimes, Paul Sorvino, even Kato, Conger, and Mini-Me Vern Troyer partied with Hef and his beauties. But this bright night was twice the fun for Dennis Quaid and his girlfriend, Sheena Moakler. She just bared all for the magazine as Miss December.
He saw the magazine and he was really happy, and he loved
the picture of he and I together at the premiere.
Extra was there when Shayna posed for the sexy pictures, the first time the former Miss USA has appeared in the magazine. She tells us she was approached by Playboy before she started dating Dennis, and she's thrilled to be in Hef's holiday issue.
I was really excited. Of course, you're very critical of yourself and looking at the pictures, but, you know, they're good at what they've been doing, and they've been doing it longer than I've been alive.
And even in a room filled with some of Hollywood's most beautiful women, it's clear who Dennis's favorite is.
Right now, we're very happy. We're boyfriend, girlfriend, and we're taking things slow, and we're just enjoying each other's company.
For more of Hef's Halloween and Shayna's interview, log on to extratv.com.
Up next, Nick's Big Night Out, a monstrous premiere, and Arnold's new haunt. Extra Extra is coming up. And can you guess the weirdest link between these three movies? Days of Heaven, An Officer and a Gentleman, American Gigolo. The answer just ahead in the weirdest link.
The Civic HX from Honda.
We sell appliances here at Sears, but I'm more of a marriage counselor. Got to read between the lines. She says she wants top brands. That's a trust issue. So I show her that only Sears has the top 6. And if he's not saying much, I say, relax. This washer's not going to eat into your weekend. The way I look at it, every washer has its dryer. It's my job to bring the two together. And if that doesn't work, I just send them down to Elaine and find jewelry.
Only Sears has the top 6 appliance brands, expertise, and service you need. Sears, where else?
It's a good plan. How'd you figure it out? I tried to imagine a fellow smarter than myself, and then I tried to think, what would he do? I need you to suit up.
What was the deal? Well, the deal was we get away with the gold.
And then what?
We slip away.
You slip away. The plan has changed. Where's the gold? In the heart of the pure.
You can't run.
Go, go, go.
You know, they'll hunt you down.
Gene Hackman, Danny DeVito, in a film by David Mamet.
You want to run the show? Come on!
Heist.
Joe!
Rated R. Starts November 9th.
KFC original recipe chicken.
Now enjoy 8 pieces of the Colonel's tender finger lickin' original recipe chicken for just $7.99. And get 8 delicious honey barbecue wings for just $2.99.
There's fast food, and then there's KFC.
Tucked away on a hill in Italy is a place where the food is so good you could eat it for the rest of your life. The person who makes these wonderful dishes is Chef Neri, and we're pleased to tell you that now she's taught our Olive Garden chefs all the secrets of her famous chicken marsala, like how long to saute the chicken and fresh mushrooms, and how to turn rosemary and marsala wine into the perfect sauce, so they can make it for you tonight at Olive Garden. Olive Garden, when you're here, you're family.
Tomorrow on Extra, sinking fares on the high seas as the cruise industry reels from September 11th. Is it safe to sail?
They are now X-raying checked bags. They're putting metal detectors there.
Plus, terrorism hits close to home for TV's top cops. We're on the set for a peek at NYPD Blue's season opener. That's tomorrow on Extra. Now, an event the Terminator always dreamed of, the animated movie that lets Billy Crystal sparkle, and the relationship that would have made Nicholas more cagey about the roles he accepted. Want more? You got it in today's Extra Extra.
He's what I call a creative cliff diver.
From Jim Carrey to Dennis Hopper, Samuel L. Jackson to Christian Slater, the co-stars of Nicolas Cage turned up for the American Cinematheque Award Gala to honor the actor. Cage, who showed up with girlfriend Lisa Marie Presley, admits he may have done things a little differently if he knew he'd end up with his idol's daughter.
I don't know that I would have done Wild at Heart if I knew I was going to date Lisa Marie in the future or even honeymoon in Vegas.
It was Monster Madness on the blue carpet in Hollywood this Sunday as Billy Crystal, John Ratzenberger, and John Goodman all scared up some laughs for the premiere of Disney's Monsters, Inc.
I think being afraid is kind of fun sometimes.
But Crystal says he was never afraid to lend his voice to the film's loony lead.
It's a joy playing this little crazy guy. Scary feet, scary feet, scary feet. You know, with one eye and mouth and Sammy Davis Jr.'s hand.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis were playing doctor and nurse Saturday night at the 8th annual Dream Halloween fundraiser in Santa Monica.
I love nurses. You know why? Because the doctors come in and
dress up as sexy as you do.
The event scared up over $1 million to help children affected by AIDS.
Len Foy has arrived.
Heads are turning tonight as Ally McBeal's back. In the season 5 debut on Fox, Ally finds herself caught between two new lawyers who are also old flames.
You two know each other?
And just before Ally, Boston Public's back in session with some new faces too. Michael Rappaport and the sexy Jerry Ryan have both enrolled as teachers this season.
It's not a good way to vent your frustrations, Harry. You do know that.
School's out in today's
Extra, Extra.
All right, stay close if you can. I'll see you right back here.
You want football?
We got football.
College football on Saturdays.
The NFL on Sunday.
And Coin 6 Sports takes you inside high school football with Inside the Six.
Ed Whalen and Scott Burridge are your sports team, only on Coin 6 News.
Fall is a busy time. It's harvest time. Also the best time to buy at the Tire Factory. Come see us for a big selection from a bountiful harvest. Sometimes we sample the little ones. The Tire Factory. It's as easy as...
This year, even McDonald's are celebrating German heritage by bringing you a truly wonderful German trio.
Oops, my fault.
With the tastes of Germany, part of the new taste menu. Try the Bratwurst, the Frankfurter, or the Von Munster Burger. 3 delightful German tastes, sure to make everybody smile.
Oops, I'll just...
Ihr Lächeln ist für uns das Schönste.
I think that went pretty well.
CBS Tuesday. See why The Guardian is the season's most watched new drama. Attorney Nick Fallon's newest client has a secret.
You gotta tell me the truth.
That could destroy him.
Maybe I could talk to the police about us.
The Guardian. All new CBS Tuesday.
It starts as a simple idea, a new way of looking at things. And before long, that idea becomes so big, so revolutionary, that it changes everything you do. At U.S. Bank, it's the 5-star service guarantee. 5 ways that you'll get focused and attentive service from every department, every person, every transaction. And that's more than a promise. That's a guarantee. The 5-star service guarantee. Welcome to the new U.S. Bank. This changes everything.
Ah, it's great to be home.
You're not at home, Terry.
With MSN, I'm home wherever I go. It lets me stay in contact from most anywhere. Hey, Howie. And comparison shop. Hey, Howie. Discover new music. Hey, Howie. And manage my finances. Hey, Howie.
MSN makes the web more useful. Come to Radio Shack and get a $200 MSN instant rebate good towards anything in the store, including compact computers.
But what I love most is instant messaging with friends.
Yeah, technology's making your life easier.
At Radio Shack.
Closed captioning and other consideration for Extra provided by.
You look awful. Sinus pressure, huh? You know how Advil handles your tough pain fast? Well, Advil Cold and Sinus handles tough sinus pain fast. This is in this, plus a decongestant. That's why they call it Advil Cold and Sinus.
Lucy, she's my little girl. But I have to take care of her, too. Yeah, because I like to make sure that she eats healthy. You know, wholesome grains for energy and a shiny coat. Real beef for protein to help build strong muscles. Even vegetables with vitamins. She only thinks she's getting spoiled.
Healthful, flavorful, Beneful. New Beneful brand by Purina.
You want more? Log on to extratv.com for the latest celebrity news, health and beauty tips, and consumer news you can use. Extra. Check out streaming video of Extra Stories. Take the AOL Extra Poll. Find a workout that works for you. Plus, see uncut interviews and footage you won't see on TV. It's always on. Our extra best on the web. Only at extratv.com.
That wraps us up for today. We're going to leave you now with the answer to the weirdest link. Till next time, take good care.
Did you guess the weirdest link between Days of Heaven, An Officer and a Gentleman, and American Gigolo? John Travolta turned down the lead in all 3, and Richard Gere took the roles instead.
Everyone knows AAA can save you from a breakdown. You knew that, didn't you? But AAA can also save you money on a little slice of paradise. I think you'll love that. Plus, show your card and save on everything from specs to restaurants to hotels. Oh, excuse me. Waiter, my towel, please. Hey, get this. AAA even has auto and homeowners insurance. Is there more to say? Oh, yeah. So call AAA because membership means more.
It's a good day when I get to go to the woods and have all the trees growing and the wildlife that you see, and that's